Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Hemant from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Today we are discussing about the topic data structure application. In that data structure application, we are discussing about the subtopic called queues structure data type definition. Subject code BCS 304. First, we are discussing about contents like definition, circular queues using dynamic arrays, multiple stakes and queues. Lastly, we are discussing conclusion. First, we are going for the definition. A queue is an ordered list in which instructions, additions, push, and deletions like removal and pops are placed at different ends. The end at which new elements are added is called the rear, and that from which old elements are deleted is called a front. Even a queue is equal to A0, A1, so on to A minus 1. A0 is the front element in this equation, and A minus 1 is the rear element, and I plus 1 is a behind element. Next, we are discussing about queue representation using arrays. A queue is a linear data structure that follows the first in first out principle. It means the first element added to the queue is the first one to be removed. Basic implementations like initialization create an array queue to store elements, initialize two variables. First front point to the index of the front element, initially minus plus minus 1. Rear points to the index of the rear element, initial minus 1. Next, unnuking, check if the queue is full, rear equal to queue, length minus 1. If full, print an error message. Otherwise, increment rear, add the new element to queue rear, and updated front to 0 if it's minus 1. Dequeuing, check if the queue is empty, front equal to minus 1. If empty, print an error message. Otherwise, store the front element in a temporary variable, increment front and return the store value. Next, we are discussing about circular queues, like it is the queue which wrap around the end of the array. The array positions are around in the circular as shown in the figure. In the figures like these two, in this convention, the variable front is changed. Front variable points one position counterclockwise from the location of the front element in the queue. The convention of the rear is changed. Next, we are discussing about implementation of the circular queue operation. In circular queue, the variable front and rear are moved from other current position to the next position in clockwise direction. This may be done using code. If rear equal to max queue size minus 1, rear equal to 0, else rear plus plus. Circular queue using dynamic arrays, like a dynamically allocated array is used to hold the queue elements. Let capacity be the number of positions in the array queue. To add an element to a full queue, first increase the size of this array using a function recalling. Next, multiple stakes and queues. In multiple stakes, we examine an only sequential mapping of stakes into an array. The array is a one-dimensional, which is memory size. Assume and stakes are needed, and then divide the available memory into an segment. The array is divided in proportion if the expected size of the various stakes are known. Otherwise, divided the memory into equal segments. In the two operations, like implementation of a added operation and implementation of a delete operation, but we are going to implementation of a add operation. The both add and delete operation having a same simple program like void push, void push in I element item, add an item to the I stake if stop I is equal to boundary I plus 1, stake full I, memory plus top I item. Next, delete operations like element pop print I, remove top element from the I stake. If top I is equal to boundary, return stake element, return memory top I. These are the two program. Next, lastly, we are discussing about the conclusion part. Queued representation using arrays is a fundamental data structure that offers a simple and efficient way to implement the FIFO principle using an array to store element and maintaining pointer to the front and rear of the queue. We can efficiently in unique and dequeue element. Thank you for watching this video.